What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan. Thanks so much for being with me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like us on Facebook, please. We need a lot of people to go to Facebook and hit the like button. Facebook.com/Cortex Stacks. A lot of content goes there that might not necessarily go on this channel and or the Cortex Labs blog at livecortex.com/blog, which is something you should also check out because it has a lot of information to include 90-something podcasts, free audio podcasts, all on nootropics. We've got a couple nootropic and biohacking products that support this broadcast. Let me run through them real quick. Here they are.
Elite level nootropic products.
We've got a stack. It's called Cortex. Cortex is one of those stacks that you take if you want to turn everything on. Motivation, verbal fluency, focus, productive drive. It's just to get you into gear kind of nootropic that improves everything. The ingredients in it, particularly uridine and CDP-choline, work on phosphatidylcholine synthesis, work on upregulating basically the repair and the generation of new brain cells, a process called neurogenesis. It just turns on brain fluidity. Buy a bottle of the Cortex Nootropic Stack at livecortex.com. Right now, if you use the coupon code 7, you can get a bottle for $25. Pretty cheap for it's been called the only pre-made stack that actually works. If you need my help personally on anything related to nootropics, we actually have a Nootropics consulting service. You can buy that at livecortex.com. And look, if you're brand new to nootropics or within a year of taking nootropics, you have to start here. Read Smarter, Better, Faster. That's our digital book that teaches you everything, gives you some of my favorite stacks, breaks everything down, shows you how to cycle the whole nine. And it's digital, so you can download it and start reading it right away. It's an awesome book. Okay, so first kind of primer on the compound that we're going to talk about, or at least the compound in the stack I want to give you today. It's called UNIFIRAM. It's a compound that basically increases acetylcholine concentrations in the cerebral cortex. So various regions of the brain, your processing regions of the brain, you've got acetylcholine functioning a lot better, which allows you to function better. My anecdotal experience from UNIFIRAM is that anytime I want to sit down and do heavy processing work, I would say out of Noopept, PRL 853, and yeah, I mean, I guess 200 milligrams of pramiracetam, this is probably the best. It's like slightly better than PRL 853, which is so facilitative of memory. It's almost like unbelievable. If you respond well to that compound, you're going to have some pretty interesting memory. But UNIFIRAM, for me, actually affects me just a little bit better. The thing about UNIFIRAM, though, is that it doesn't have a whole lot of research behind it at all. There's a couple compounds for which that's the case, and the safe suggestion really is not to take it a whole lot. It's to cycle appropriately. You can get away with taking it 5-6 times a month, and I'm sure you'd be fine. That's kind of how I use it, especially when I need to do cerebral intensive work. What I found, though, is it stacks insanely well with ALA, choline bitartrate, and Noopept. So I want to read you a stack from one of our books, I think Smarter, Better, Faster, that has that stack in it. I'll give you the dose ingredients, and I'm going to read you the explanation. And by the way, the dose range on UNIFIRAM is like 3 to 7 milligrams. You don't have to take a lot of the stuff to get a good memory effect. Here's the stack. 10 milligrams of Noopept, 5 milligrams UNIFIRAM, 500 milligrams choline bitartrate, and 100 milligrams of alpha-lipoic acid. Here's the explanation. Curveball afoot. UNIFIRAM is an extremely strong cholinergic compound that improves acetylcholine concentrations in the cerebral cortex. There's not much research behind it, so like PRL 853, you have to cycle it appropriately. But this compound synergizes extremely well with Noopept in these doses. And then the critical part of the explanation, this stack will improve verbal fluency, working memory, focus, and general cognition. Totally awesome. And the thing about the UNIFIRAMs and the SONIFIRAM is another compound called SONIFIRAM that's pretty like UNIFIRAM mechanistically and in terms of effects, is that these don't get like a whole lot of discussion out there in the nootropic sector. Like 4 years ago, like when I think I was in like year 5 or 6 of taking nootropics, it was prevalent then, and like people in the nootropic subreddit were talking about UNIFIRAM, SONIFIRAM, UNIFIRAM, SONIFIRAM. These new paracetam-like compounds, but kind of like Noopept. They're just like significantly stronger and similar mechanistically. But I would not rule them out. I mean, like, I'm 10 years in, I totally have UNIFIRAM and I totally have UNIFIRAM, and I break them out a couple times a month, and I think it's important to be able to do that for versatility, for having many stacks to toggle between, and to get the memory effect that UNIFIRAM delivers. It's pretty significant. Okay, so hope that helps. That stack comes directly out of Smarter, Better, Faster. So if you want to get access to stacks like that, buy Smarter, Better, Faster. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. The thing I want to leave you with is, again, Cortex, $25 right now. Coupon code 7, livecortex.com. Snag a bottle. You'll love it. If you're new to nootropics, buy Smarter, Better, Faster. If you need my help personally, we have the consulting service. That thing's rocking lately. And that's it. Much more content to come. We just launched 91 of the podcasts on livecortex.com/blog. Check it out and listen to it. And we'll talk to you next time.